Hello everyone, welcome back to Jinx Studios, and today if you do see the blue track, that is because I'm doing my whole collection of the Tomy playrail line that I have. And it does include some trackmaster ones too, so let's get this review done with. We should actually start off with the number 1 engine, hold on. Alright, and here we have Classic Thomas, which by the way, you can tell that it is the classic one because that is stickers, and he does not have the white running board, and we'll get that into it later. Put you to the side. Then we have the newer Thomas that I recently just got, and he is the newer one. He also uses stickers, except the stickers, no. They look like stickers, but it could be paint. That's a sticker. So yeah, there's the older Thomas. Newer Thomas, not older one. The older one was just that one. And let's get into the number 2 engine. This is actually the Trackmaster version of Edward. And I'll tell you why. And here he is. This here is the Talking Edward. This is actually my first Edward to have in my collection. And he is something really, really special. Because not only can he talk, he can also move. And he is a 100-powered engine as well. I do not have any Henrys as of right now, but I do have Gordon. This is the Tomy one, the newer one that they released. And here is Gordon. And yeah, so those are the 3 main blue engines that I own. Now, let's get to the Trackmaster James, which you can already see him. So, I guess, just do that. And there is James. This one I recently got off of eBay, just like with Edward, except this one, I think I got this one for free. I'm not too sure. It was a buy 3, get 1 for free type deal. So, I decided to get a James because I didn't have a James yet. So, there's that one. And now, my favorite one. This is actually shocked Percy because I do not have regular Percy. So here is Percy. This is the newer Tomy playrail one. I don't know when it came out, but yeah. There's Percy, and also I know how to change batteries on them now. I know, weird thing to say in a video like this, but now, let's get into Toby. And here is Toby. This is my number 7 engine. It's looking really nice. And he's the older one as well. Really do love Toby and Percy and James. But, which one is actually my real favorite? Now, let's get into the non-numbered trains, because I don't have any other trains that are numbered. We have, let's do Mavis. And there is Mavis. She is a slow learner. I also got her off of eBay, just like Toby. But yet, most of the ones I got off of eBay are actually really nice and well quality. Like, I got this from a lot, by the way. It was worth, no, wasn't for the lot. Anyway, I'm really excited to get a diesel that isn't salty, because we all know that salty, he sometimes screams during the during that review video. So, and there will be a review video coming out of most of the ones I got off of eBay. And here's Author, the LMS I forgot what class it was, but here's author. The Maryland class, no. It's one of the classes, but yeah, here's author. It's another one I just got from eBay not too long ago. And here's Rosie. Again, got her off of eBay. I got almost all my transfer good price, so which is actually pretty good. Here's a lady. I put you on the track so randomly. But yeah. There's... Okay. Well, let's get into the other ones. As right now, we've only done the smaller engines as of right now. So no tender engines yet, other than the other ones that we actually did. This is Salty. He appeared in a YouTube video, which I can link into the info card at the top. And here is Harvey. Which, by the way, here's Harvey. He does not have the car, because the car is actually with the rolling stock. That's my bad. We'll get to the rolling stock later. But yeah, here's Harvey. The number 27 crane engine. He's a welcome addition to the collection as well. Wait a minute. I have it. Here's the car that goes right behind Harvey and makes him run. Although the only thing is I don't like it when it's powered by like things like this, because then that means that the switch track that I love to use is not working all that great, because it will derail the trains. And there's Dennis. He is a menace. And now, that wasn't supposed to be a joke. This one is literally a menace. He doesn't like to run for me all that well. I do not know why. I think it has to do something with the piston rods being in a different place. Or it could just be the fact that that's actually how he's supposed to be. But I don't know. Because he is not one. This is another one I got from eBay. However, I honestly do believe that the piston rods are actually in the wrong spot, because watch. It doesn't do good. Like, he just gets stuck on the rails. And now we have one last contestant for this before I get into the other ones. Here's Diesel. This one is an older Diesel. This one actually whines every time I try to use them. But let's see. And there he is. It's like so dirty in there. It's not even funny. This actually was my brother's. He gave it to me for Duck. He traded Duck for Diesel. I wasn't trying to trade, but he just took Duck and left me with Diesel. So yeah, I guess you could say my brother's a little weasel. That would work. And here's one of my favorite ones. And he is already eager to run. Here's Hero. Hero is one of my favorites. My Nana got me a Hero a long time ago. I love that one too. But same model, same everything. I'm glad to have another Hero, except I really wanted the other one, but that's already gone and passed. So there's Hero, and there's a little sad backstory behind why Hero is also my favorite, but there's also another reason why. The Hero of the Rails came out And I absolutely liked that movie. Here's Neville. Another black locomotive, except he could get confused as a diesel because of his unfortunate thing. He also looks cross-eyed at the moment too. But yeah, here's Neville. He runs pretty great, I think. Let me see. We're going to test Neville out real fast. And he makes some noises, but it's okay. Almost all the other engines make noises, but that's all to be expected. So there's Neville. We'll move you to the side. You get to watch everything that happens now, Neville. And now let's get into the power-driven engines, other than Edward. Let's start off with Emily. This is, again, another... This one's powered by the tender. There's the face of Emily. She does run really nicely. I just wish that that the tender didn't have this to it and it was on Emily, but that's okay. It's fine. But yeah, I like Emily. I really do love her. I have a I actually have a Bachmann train of Emily, so that's good. Now let's go to the other one that also appeared on the channel. We have the 10-wheeled engine himself, Murdoch. Powered by the tender. Which, by the way, this is the quieter out of the tender ones I have. I mean, I bet you don't believe me, but it's a lot quieter than all of the engines. No, not all the engines. I'm forgetting about some. We'll get into the customs later, but here's Murdoch. He is another one. This is one that likes to have quiet in the shed and stuff. He's also one that's always seen next to Author as well. We'll get to the road vehicles later. Here's Molly. Which, by the way, I don't know what happened to you, Molly. You just, like, went off the track as soon as I put you on there. So, yeah, there's Molly. I finally have her as well. eBay. I could tell you all the engines I got from eBay. And that could be a different video. You just list almost all of them, except for Percy, Diesel, Emily, Hero, Gordon, and Thomas. All the other ones that you see came from eBay. And here is another talking engine. And it's Spencer. He's a talking one, but he's also not all that great at running on tracks like this. But yeah, there's Spencer. He is another one I was looking for. I didn't know I got the talking one until after I looked at it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. I don't care. I have a Spencer and I have an Edward, and that's all that matters to me. Because I wanted to get another Spencer, but I always wanted to get an Edward, and I got the cheapest Edward out of them. I'll be right back to grab the custom-made engines and to clear off the desk. So I'll be right back. Now, before I get into the custom-made engines, I do have one other one that I forgot to say I had. Diesel 10. As he was going to just chug off there and not let me stop him. There he is. This is one he's one of my favorites. He's also quiet too, but be careful when you run him, because he will try to derail engines if you have circle tracks, or if you have them around each other. Now let's get into the custom engines. You're probably wondering, why is Diesel still there? I'll tell you. Because if it wasn't for Diesel, I couldn't make Splodge. because I have Splatter and Dodge, both custom painted out of Diesel's mold. That's right. I got 2 Diesels just to do this. Here's Splatter. I did my best on trying to customize Diesel to make him look like Splatter. And in my opinion, it worked, except for the face. So as long as the face just makes it look like it's just a knockoff version of Splatter. But you know what? I honestly do not care. I painted them. I customized them to look like Splatter and Dodge. And this will work until I actually can get Splatter and Dodge. Because seeing Diesel, Splatter, and Dodge on layout, just like this, you can't really tell that it's Devious Diesel. Well, probably this one you can. However, it works. It's custom made. It's custom. And those are the only 2 that I did, and I love them both. Because they are so quiet at running. You just gotta listen. He's quiet. Listen to Dodge. Dodge goes a bit faster though too. But yeah, he's also quiet. These 2 Diesels are the best Diesels I ever had. Because unlike this one, where he will scream and whine, these 2 don't do that. And I like that. So, let's get them out, and let's get to the rolling stock. Well, actually, let's get to the cars, because I only have 4 cars. Let's do Bulgy. I have road, hold on. Here's Bulgy. We've already did a review video of him and the other vehicles. But yeah. So there's Bulgy. Put it back right there. Let's grab Birdie. There's Birdie the bus. And Elizabeth. So happy to be on camera. And here's custom painted Bulgy. Again, all of these I gotten off of eBay. All 4 of my car's vehicles. Off of eBay. Here's Bulgy. The red variant that I did. Now we can get on to the rolling stock. So, let me see. We should do the name characters first. So, we have Rocky. Here he is. And there he goes. I also have, this is classic Annie and Clarabelle. So those are the classic ones, and here's the CGI ones, or the newer ones. They both share the same paint and color to them. Except I think one might actually be a lighter shade and one might be a darker shade. But there's the Clarabelles. I have to say I prefer these ones over the CGI one. Just because these are the classic ones. I do like the CGI ones, but only with that Thomas. But Thomas doesn't have to use these, he could use those. It's just fun seeing 2 Annie and Clarabelles. 2 sets of them. Alright, let's go into the and I also have another. This is the breakdown crane. This came with Mavis, also from eBay. everyone can guess at this point what I'm going to say before I even say it. I got it off of eBay. Yeah, so there's the breakdown crane. I have two, Rocky and the breakdown crane. We have some troublesome trucks. Let's see if these are different faces. We'll just put them on the track like so. And I will grab the other ones as well. I also have Scruffy. Put him in the middle. Is this one? Yes, that's the one I did. This is the M van. The M car, the M truck. It shares the same face as the troublesome truck right there. We have... There's one I thought I had, but I don't know where that one went. I have three. I have three of one of... And there is the troublesome van. And I have three of these cars. They all came from eBay. I also have two Scruffy. They also came from eBay. I have a lot of troublesome trucks. Let me see. I have a lot of those, and I have only three of these. No, of course, I miscounted. No, I do have a lot of those ones. These are like the generic ones that come in the set. However, if I had to pick of which one was my favorite, it would probably be this one. That's the only one I have one of. And I don't know what happened to my other troublesome van. So. And here are... We'll have to move these for a second, because these need to get off here now. And here is... Here is a special delivery car, a green truck, and a yellow truck with a blue truck with things that can actually move on the track. Let me move these off so I can show you what that is. The cargo moves on the inside, which is pretty cool. I have this variant of this. I also have another one like that, and a more shinier version of the one that just was before. This came with Hero. This one, I don't know where I got that one from, but I got that one at a yard sale. Hey, not from eBay this time, right? Alrighty. Let's move those off of there, and let's get this one right here. I have three of those. I have a Blue Mountain Mystery truck and a breakdown van. Breakdown van. Brake van, not a breakdown van. Let's move that. And now we're reaching the last of my rolling stock with only one express coach. And yeah, that was it for Dingatron Studios' Thomas and Friends playrail collection video, and I will hopefully y'all like and subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next one, and I will see y'all later. Peace.